Well, hello, planners. How are you? Are we good? It's beginning to look a lot like, well, you know what it looks like. I am Marianne, and I'm so happy you're here to join me for my live plan with me for December 4th to the 10th. I changed my mind on a couple of things. Surprise, surprise. Hey, if you're a planner like me that have many planners or don't know what to do, I'm I'm sure that you're bound to also change your mind even before the new year begins. So let's get started. Oh, you just wouldn't know the week I have had. But before I do, I want to say hello to Jessie, to May, to Veronica, to Elle. Hello, all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you do join me along the way or in the replay, make sure you say hello in the chat or in the comment section. And do let me know where you are tuning in from. Now, I do have a poll going at the moment. And the question is, have you started your Christmas shopping yet? We have 75% ticking along. That is fantastic. And 25% of you probably like me. I mean, they haven't even thought of it yet. I always leave my Christmas shopping very, very late. Normally, even like December 24th, 23rd. I used to work in retail, and so the last thing I wanted to do was go shopping when I'd finished work. So, and I sort of know the things of they start to mark things down the night before the close for Christmas. So I try and get those bargains beforehand. But I do appreciate you being here. Elle is driving again. So sorry, I'm silent. No, that is fine. Elle, I do appreciate you being here. Hearts to May, hello, hello, and to Veronica right now from Ireland. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. Look, I'm going to get started because there are a few things I need to get to, and I'll get right into it. So I have moved into Hobonichi planners. I no longer am a Filofax ambassador. I have given up my reign. I did tell them that at the end of November, I want to venture and try out different planners. But of course, I am still going to be using my Filofax planners for our homeschooling, Let's of London notebooks for all my note taking. So they are not going away. They are tried and true planners of mine, and they're, one of the first loves, or even thinking back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I've always wanted a Filofax, but I wanted to venture into new planners. And like I said, for a lot of you that do know me, have watched my um, videos, I saw the Hobonichi planners and I thought, why not? So let's go. Now, I have changed my mind on how I want to set up these two, which is the original A6 and the cousin A5. But this is staying the way I had planned on, you know, planning in it. So we're just going to get started. Now, if you do have any questions along the way, do let me know. Now, you don't have to have Hobonichi planners to follow along, of course. A lot of the things that I will set up, you can do in whatever planner you have at home. So the Hobonichi weeks, I am using this as my mood log. So, what I have found as part of my mental well being and healing, I got this idea from Mel Robbins' 5 Minute Journal, where in the morning you write down how you feel, why you feel that way, and what is it you can do to make yourself feel better. Now, the Hobonichi week started Monday, 27th of November, and to yesterday, Sunday, the 3rd. So I'm going to set up the new week, December 4th to the 10th. Now, I have used this morning journaling in my own planner printable download for my well-being planner page. So I've been doing the morning journal, I think now for 2 years. When I discovered, sorry, I got a runny nose. When I discovered Mel Robbins, I think mindset reset challenge for the new year, I think 2018, 2019. I can't remember now. And it's one that has stuck with me. And it really does help because it helps me acknowledge my feelings in the morning and then allows me to respond a lot better than I would if I didn't know what's going on in my head, in my heart. So the way I'm going to plan the layout is use square lime design stickers. So I bought her digital stickers, printed it myself, cut it on a silhouette cutting machine, and I cut it so then it looks like in these little sheets. I can't remember the dimensions. Oh, sorry for the mic. I think it's 9 centimeters by about 17 and a half, or in inches, 3 1/4 by about 7 inches. So it fits. The way I've cut it is it fits nicely into the back cover of my Hobonichi Week. So I have it on hand. I'm going to get my trusty dandy precision tweezers to help me place the stickers. Now this set here, I think, is from the Polaroid Hobonichi Weeks bundle. And so I've been talking away, everybody, and realized that the mic wasn't on. So that whole thing was me just chatting to myself. I apologize, everybody. I was saying, and maybe this is continuing, and I was saying that last week. Sorry, everybody. Last week, around about midway, I wasn't feeling well. I was emotionally drained. Let me just see. Muted, no sound. Oh my goodness, Marianne. Read. Hello, everyone. No sound. Oh, yes, I read. Nah. We can't hear the sound. I think we missed some good stuff. Having the stuff. Get attention. Oh, telepathic message to Marianne. You know why? Because I was trying to make sure that I had enough time to cover everything I needed. And of course, trying to make sure that I get everything covered, that I'm actually. I hear you. I hear you. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? All right. Let's start. Let's quickly do a quick start. Okay. So I don't know where everyone was at. This is my Hobonichi Weeks. I use it as my mood log. For the last couple of years, I've been morning journaling. I write down how I feel, why I feel that way, and what is it that I can do to make myself feel better. I am using square lime designs stickers to embellish my page. And it's a digital sticker that I printed and cut using my silhouette cutting machine. And I've cut it to a size, or I've customized it so then it fits this rectangular size. And I think it was around about centimeter wise is 9 centimeters by, I think, about 17 and a half. And in inches, it is 3.5 inches by around about 7 inch. So then it fits nicely on the back of the page, because if you have your stickers handy with you, then here I am sweating because I didn't have the volume on. It'll fit nicely at the back. It's handy. You use it more often than not. So I used the days of the week stickers, added the dates using a Muji gel pen to color, to divide the page into this beautiful sort of like teal or turquoise teal. And I'm just dividing it so then it adds color, and it makes, what do I say when we add colorful markings and pens? It makes the page pop. Oh my goodness. I think I've caught up. Yes, morning journaling has been helpful for me. And I was saying, okay, some of you might ask, not you, but those that may pop by a little bit later on might ask, Marianne, if morning journaling, is supposed to help you, respond a lot better to your emotions, why are you having emotionally drained and why are you having a hard time? It is because of my morning journaling that I am actually able to function a lot better than if I didn't have it. I think I would just stay under the covers, not do anything, be sad, be low. And so I just want to make sure that each morning I check in, because acknowledging your feelings, whether they're, happy, sad, frustrated, anxious, tense, stressed, overwhelmed, it's neither good nor bad. It is just a messaging system to yourself to say, hey, you're feeling this way because of a particular event, because, maybe a lack of sleep, maybe you haven't been eating, maybe something sad, happy, bad happened. And so it's just a way for you to go, oh, that's why I'm feeling that way. Okay, what is it can I do to make myself feel better if you are not feeling as good? Or what is it that I can do to make myself continue to be happy? So that is what this morning journal has helped me. Now, I am keeping an eye on the time because I wasted so much time being on mute. But I hope you are all sticking along with me. This is what happens when you go live and you don't check your thing. Joshua, hello. Will you make a video on making stickers with the Cameo? Joshua, you know what I'm going to do? I do have a, actually, the Cameo. Yeah, there is a, oh, hang on. Let me just reread that. Will you make a video on making stickers with the Cameo? Well, there is a video on how I print and cut, you know, um, digital stickers that's, graphics that's already been created. But it is something that I want to learn myself, because there are some things that I do have digital stickers on hand that I want to print out. But let me just say, I don't want to mess this up. If you don't want to mess things up and you want to continue the same way that you have with your other graph, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, let me just quickly. I am just flustered. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Joshua, getting back to your question, it is something that I would like to do, and of course show how. It's just really a matter of finding the time, right? And it's so it is on my to-do list of videos to make. 2, 4, 6, 8. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I would love to be able to do that. Stephanie, I think you are incredibly inspiring to share your mental health journaling. Since watching you, I have been more mindful myself. You are amazing. Oh, Stephanie, thank you so much. And I think what it is, I'm going to turn the fan on, because whether I'm, what do you call it? I'm getting hot flushes because of my perimenopause, or it's just I'm flustered because I messed up at the beginning. So hopefully you can't hear that too much. May, oh, love you, Marianne. We're here, and I'm here for you guys, because I know some of us do struggle, and it's important that we show these sort of things, because it used to be that, hey, you got to toughen up, don't cry, don't show emotions, and all of this. And so it's important that we share. Well, I mean, you don't have to share, but I like to share, because I have seen others who I thought were strong, and how do they do it? I mustn't be any good, because I think I'm smart. I think that I am rational. Why is it that I can't figure out these things? Like, I get all sad for no reason when I have, you know really everything I need. 1 minute deep breathing. So here I just write on this page as well the breaks that I need to make sure I do for myself. You know, those taking those micro breaks. So those breaks you should take several times a day that only takes, 1 to 2 minutes, like 1 minute deep breathing if you work at your desk, getting up and stretching, you know, unplugging from your phone or your computer and going for a walk. Go for a walk. I've started going for a walk again. And then there is also what's called meso breaks. So meso breaks are those breaks you should take 1 to 2 hours off a week for yourself. So that could be for me doing my pedicure, doing my manicure, doing a face mask. I didn't do one last week, so I'm going to do one tonight. Having a bath, if you have a nice, relaxing bath. And then I put on here just a little space to sort of reflect on the week that was. What did I say here? The week. The week. Okay. Fan time. That's right, Meg. uh, and I actually bought a new primer, for your makeup, ones that makes your makeup stay on longer and it doesn't move, it doesn't budge. And I think it's all right. I normally would be quite shiny by now and sweating. So I'm very proud. It's an elf um, uh, eyes lift face, elf, ELF. So I'll put that in the link a bit later. So if anyone is like me, gets shiny and the foundation moves around a lot. So the other day I was teaching my class and thought my projector was on. Totally wasn't. And I was irritated that my kids were so confused about what was happening. Hang on, bear with me a sec. I'm just going to what do you call this? Blow my nose because it has been runny and I don't want to gross you guys out. So totally wasn't, and I was irritated. My kids were so confused about what was happening. Things happen. Just keep punching. That's right. That's what we do here. Hey Natalie, I'm glad you got the fan. Yes, I did, and it's so cooling now. Love Elf. Yeah, I do too. And so they're now available in a lot of, sort of like what you guys call drugstore or affordable places. I also use MAC setting spray. It lasts. I have a setting spray. I have to remember to use it. And I think now with all these, makeup artists, they say to use setting spray also before you put your foundation on. I just stay home. The only time really that I put makeup on is for you guys because I want to look pretty for when I go on live. So that's the mood log. And as you can see, I will add, these are my Kina Prints digital Lola stickers. So I bought it from Kina Prints, and pretty much a lot of the way I'm feeling has a sticker for it. So here I was slaying. I had a migraine on Tuesday. I was slaying again on first Wednesday, but by Thursday, myself and my son had a mental breakdown, and we just went into our corners and just Friday, there was blue sky. Still wasn't feeling as well, but as they say, the blue sky is always there, right? Sometimes the clouds may cover it, but it's always there. So I thought of something positive. Blue sky. Saturday, another, low, low time. Like I was just questioning my self doubt. Why am I doing better? Am I a good mom? Am I a good wife? And then Sunday, after a nice long sleep, over 9 hours of sleep, um, I told myself, Marianne, you can do this. Let's go. Let's go. So that is my mood log from the week before. And this is the setup for the new week. stickers. And then the Muji gel pen in, can you, zero point 0.5, click a 1, just to add different color. See, we have the pink. Now we have this nice turquoise or teal. And then, of course, once I write in it, it's going to look full with lots of different stuff. El Natural's channel has great info about. Oh yes, of course. El is fantastic. Actually, El just did a video about the chicken skin. You know, like the little dotted marks on your arms and legs. I have the leg ones, L, and I'm going to watch that once I finish this live, because I want to know. I never used to like my legs because of the, the plucked chicken. I didn't know that it's a thing. I thought it was just me. So mood log. There we go. Oh, and let me show you. So I had these little post-it notes, and the way I use the, what do you call this? The calendar spread is I write down at the end of the day how I feel, what the mood was. So this tells me how I am in the morning, and this sort of just summarizes in a visual, pretty, stickery way how it went. I lost it only once on Monday. I had a migraine on Tuesday, but I got some flowers delivered to me for a campaign that I did that will come out in February. It's hard sometimes. Oh, Marianne. I got myself a new lens, so hoping the blurry background, you're liking it. What do you think? See, the new lens allowed, because I don't have a lot of space in my little small flat in my little corner of the shared dining area. The lens that I purchased is 16 millimeter f1.4, which means you get to have the blurry background. And now I'm look like I'm, I am like one of those YouTubers. I am a YouTuber, but you know what I mean. Friday, planning time, and then Saturday I was sad again. Oh, Marianne, I'm feeling unsure. And then Sunday, very busy today. So I just got myself down, looked at my list, knocked off the task from the top to the bottom, and just went busied myself that way. So if you ever feel like you're feeling lost, overwhelmed in your list, take off the things on the list that does not matter at all, and just go with this most high priority, and nothing and everything else can either wait or doesn't need you to action them. So that's that was my week. Um, uh, Strawberries and strawberries and the chicken skin. Oh, that's the one. So I'll watch that for sure. It's on my save to watch later. Hello, Laura. Hello. I'm late, but I'm here. I'm decorating for Christmas with all my family. Thanks for all the beautiful work. Oh, excellent. So if you haven't yet answered my poll that's currently running, have you started your Christmas shopping yet? Yes, ticking along. 75% of you, 25% of you haven't even thought of it, and none of us have done it and all wrapped up yet. So still plenty of time. Fantastic. Laura, I am glad you are here. Love the new look of your space. Thank you, May. It's the same. It's just blurry background. It hides all the mess. And beautiful. So pro. Right, Veronica? Mm-hmm. Hello, I'm Marianne. I'm a YouTuber. Crazy Marianne. Okay, that is my mood log. Now, here's where I have changed my mind. I'm very, very aware of the time, because how long was I out for? 10 minutes maybe without volume. So hopefully those watching will just go, what is going on with this lady? She doesn't even know how to work her microphone. And then I just got this little, it was a cardstock. I put, this is another square lime design sticker. So it prints out this size. And then I just put it on a 200 GSM paper, added a little tab and some washi tapes. And then that sits there. So you can use it what they call a pencil board. So then if you don't want the indentation of your writing on the other pages, you can use what's called a pencil board. So you can buy them from Hobonichi, but why buy one when you can make one yourself, right? There we go. Let me know what you think of that. So last week and this week, ta-da, ready for me to log my feelings for this morning. Well, I am feeling happy that you guys are very forgiving of me. Okay, now we have the Hobonichi original A6 and Hobonichi Cousin A5. Now, the way I was using the original originally was for the daily spread or daily planner, so one daily per page, is I was using it as my time blocking and to-do list. So let me show you, do a quick little flip. So what I've done, because the planner doesn't start until 1st of January, I just photocopied some two-page spread like this back to back, printed it in A6 size, added a craft paper, a little label, and then that way I can practice before the new year begins. So the way I've been using it is time blocking and my tasks, and then I embellish it with different washi tape stickers and stamps. So mood stamps, botanical and floral stamps, and some other stamps. So let me show you the flip through from the 20th of November. So this was working out really well. I had no problem with this. I love the setup. And then even if I didn't fill in a page, then I would just use stamps to backfill what they call it, backfilling, like you go back and just fill in the space if you're not too happy with empty space on your planner pages, and then stickers. And then what I did is for the same week, I would use the same washi tape. So then it's a continual theme for that same week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then starting Monday, I use different washi tapes. And this is a great way for you to use up your washi tape if you're like me and have hundreds. Well, I don't have hundreds, enough, close to lots, and that you don't use. So this is a great way for you to use those washi tapes that you haven't used, because you go, where am I going to use it? How am I going to use it? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and this Friday. So right, Friday, remember, on Saturday I was feeling unsure. So what happens is, for the Hobonichi Cousin, the bigger size, it's the same thing again. I photocopied some pages so I can start before the new year begins. And I was using my Hobonichi Cousin as a journaling. Now, this is the first time in a long, long time. Last time I did journaling like this was more like a diary, my late teens, early 20s, but nothing of this massive journaling. I would normally just do, bear with me, like gratitude journaling, a couple, 1 to 2 sentences, but never in this amount. So, and I liked it. I was able to write, quite a few different things to journal about, because I created myself journaling prompts. So these are task cards. So Maddie Plans here on YouTube, and I think, yeah, and on Instagram, this is her idea where you can create task cards. So you get a clear card, like the size of a credit card, and then use sticky note flags. You can label it, or you can write on it with, permanent marker, thin permanent marker, and create yourself little prompts. So these are morning journaling prompts and reflection prompts, and I got these from Ali Abdal and I think Brendan Burchard, Growth Day. So some little, but if you go on Pinterest or go on, look for blogs, there are many different prompts for you to try and figure out what to write in the morning. One thing I can write about that gets to one thing I can get excited about, a positive thing to say to myself. Today's going to be a great day. So once you have these prompts, it's quite easy to write a lot. But then what I found, having it in this A5 size. And even though this, looks quite nice, I do like the setup. But what I wasn't happy with was how different it changes all the time, um, and having to think of a layout to do for the next one. I want something that's easy, because even though I love taking the time to morning journal, I just want it to be something that's easy, obvious to do layout wise. So what I thought of was, why don't I use the top part of the daily page of the cousin as my time blocking and to-do list, and then I can add some stuff on here. So I swapped the two around. That's right, Marianne changed her mind, and I'm sure I will change my mind again before the new year begins. So my little journaling prompts now lives in my cousin, no, original A6, because this is what I did. Okay, so that's how it used to be. And then now, this is my journaling. I can still write a lot. I just now write tiny little heading. How are you feeling? Today I'm grateful for. You know what happens if you make a mistake or you create headings that's too big? Put washi tape over it. Put whiteout tape over it. Put sticker paper over it. So if you do make a mistake, it's okay. You can cover it up. And then it looks like it's part of the decoration, you see? And then I've got these cute little BGM Cleve figures stickers. I think it's in the description below, but I'll make sure I add the proper names of each style of pack of stickers. And so there you go. Now my Hobonichi original A6 will hold my journaling, right? Whether it's morning journaling or reflection time. And the cousin, I have to get used to these names. I always forget all the names, and but yeah, the A5 and the A6. So that was the 27th, the 28th. Quite nice. I love the layout, and I love how I just can change the washi tape every 2 days. And then this is the 29th of November, the 30th of November. Quite happy with the style. I didn't need to change it, but this is what I didn't want, is empty space. So now I use it for my time blocking, my tasks, and then the bottom. Now this idea I got from a girl here on YouTube called Just Be with Udia. Uodia. It's her channel is in the description below, because she has some fantastic ideas on how to create these. I drew these watching her video. So drew these, and then it looks like a little notepad, and then just some other ones. And then for these, I just saw like brain dumping stuff, because what I was finding myself with all these planners, if I wanted to write something that wasn't like pretty, like just a dimension of something, I was looking for notepads, sticky notepads, pieces of scrap paper. And I'm like going, Marianne, you've got all this space. Why don't you use it? But, I thought, I don't want to just do scribbles. So this is how I am doing it. Let's have a quick look. Hey, Chana, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me. Your handwriting is so beautiful. I have large handwriting and never looks that good. Normally, my normal writing is quite big, but I've trying to train myself to write small. Hello, Jennifer. Hi there, my friend. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate you being here. Oh, you guys are so good. So that's what I have done. I have swapped the two. And look, I quite like this. So now, because my mind, right, this is how my mind works. I think the reason why I wasn't as happy with this is there was no uniformity from day in, day out. And I'm not there yet where it comes to sort of like just winging it or having it too, quite different. So I, when I was flipping through, I didn't like that had all these bits there, and it wasn't separated, and so visually my mind wasn't grasping the concept of having it too different from day to day. Let me know in the comment section if that's you, that you have to have visual wise, it has to all line up. So for me, like for example, this is how things have to line up, be perpendicular, be parallel. If the rug in our lounge room is not parallel to, let's say, the TV table, it'll drive me nuts. And even if it's just a slight angle off, it drives me nuts. So I think that's why having my journaling in such a big page like this, visually my mind just couldn't grasp it. So now I am going to use it as a my morning task. So let's quickly, I will show you how I'm going to do it. So this is here in Kmart, Australia. You can get a little tube like this, pack of 10 of different washi tapes and different themes. So let me have a look. Speaking of strawberry, let's do strawberry today, L, for the strawberry skin or chicken. So to cover up the bottom. Now remember, this is just the mock page. This is not the true Hobonichi page yet, because the true Hobonichi planner starts January 1st. And I cannot wait until January 1st to play in my planner. So if you have new planners now and you can't wait until the new year begins, and you do have a printer at home, print yourself some copies, and then you get to play, and then you get to figure out a month before the new year begins, before you actually start on the planner, that you don't like certain ways of the way certain things are laid out. So what I do is, because I don't have a lot of these thicker washi tapes, is you just lay them on. See, get yourself some coordinating washi tapes. Again, use up all those washi tapes that you have that have been sitting there for ages and ages. And yeah, and then this one is a days of the week, but the roll starts on the Wednesday, so I have to go and cut off. I'll put this back on the roll later on, but I'm going to say that, pop that on the side of my table. So because this washi tape, I don't need all of these bits here. I just cut off the excess. And haven't thought. So there's a few more of you that haven't thought of your Christmas shopping yet. And like I said, I normally leave mine until the end, and because a lot of the family just want money. They just want the money. Okay, and then I'm just going to divide the two here. So this, like I said, right, you don't have to have the Hobonichi planner to follow along. You can use whatever planner you have. So here I just wiped out the photocopied date that was on there. So 12/4, and then I'm going to add the weather. So the weather for today is cloudy. Where is my weather sticker? I think my weather sticker is at the front. See? Some more little cute little tiny stickers that I printed in a tiny little booklet. What did I say? It is cloudy. Cloudy day. Here we go. So then that way, I like to put the weather. So then when my husband and my oldest son, son goes to school outside of the home, and my husband goes to work outside of the home. So if they need to bring their umbrella, or if it's cold, we're actually in summer season now here in Australia. But if it gets cold, then I can tell them to bring a jacket or a jumper. Now I have bought this How Do You Feel wooden stamp, and I'm stamping it with this VersaCraft little pod spongy ink pad. And here's a tip. Do you know how when you don't know how you to place your stamps on the page, figure out the edge of the stamp and then make a little pencil marking all on the side and then right here. Okay, and same things, because sometimes the picture may not be aligned with the stamp, so I always just try do the little line. So then now see how I've got the margins here and where the bottom of the stamp will sit. I can line that little line to the edge of where I want the stamp to go, or at the bottom of the page. So here I want the bottom of the faces to sit right on that 330 mark on my page. So what I do is just I go above it and then I line up this line to that line, and I hope I can do this normally. Of course, I don't want my head on top of. Let's see if this will work. Oh, it didn't work because, of course, that's all right. I'll go and this is live television, everybody. Let's just do this. I would have actually put a probably a book underneath it so then it sat flat. So that's all right. We'll just put the little pen mark and no one would know. How do you feel today? So there we go. So see how the bottom of the face is lined up with exactly where I wanted it. And then and then I would do my time blocking here. And let me show you how to do these little notes. So I'm going to just get yourself a thin marker. It can be a felt marker. And the brilliant thing is the line doesn't have to be perfect. So you just go here and you just curve this bit here. See how you curved it? Because then that will look like, and if you do this little triangular thing, it looks like the page is turned up, like flipped over. And then what I do is I get, these are the Pilot friction color markers. So if you make a mistake, you can erase it with the tip of the pen. Now, I did get this as part of a campaign that I am going to be doing for January. So, but this video is not paid for, but, I have this on hand. Oh, I'm going to use, see how it went over? See, they went over the line. I'm going to wait for that a little bit to dry because I don't want it to smudge. I'm going to erase it so you can see that if you do make a mistake, these friction erasable markers, you can just erase your boo-boos. So then if you have any markers or gel pens that are thinner, you can use that too. But knowing me, I'm going to make a mistake. Now, here's the difference. I just want to note, because this is on copy paper, I think this is 120 GSM paper, this may work differently once I get to the Hobonichi Tomo River S paper. But I'll play with it when time comes. I've done some paper swatch at the back. Let me see if I can show you closer to the camera. See how I've gone over the edge there? And then if you just get the rubber tip of the friction erasable marker, it's gone! Ta-da! And then just get a red one to create that little margin. And just Let's have a look. This one. Ta-da! And now you've got the how cute is that? It looks like it's a sticky notepad. I also like a line style of writing. Right? Yes. So it's not just me, Elle. I have to have that sort of like it all lined up. I'll show you in a sec. That's that stamp back is is that what it means? Yes. Is the stamp hack. Okay. Yeah, the stamp hack. Yeah. So especially I have the alphabet letters. And so when you try and line them up, that's a really good way. Is just do a line, figure out where the edges are of the stamp, and then just follow the line along, and then you'll be able to line up. So if you want the edge of this right to the edge of a particular margin, or if you want the edge of this on the right hand side margin, or you don't want this too far down on the page, just do that. And and the other thing what I'll do, I haven't done with this one, Chella, ta-da, it vanished. Ta-da, friction gone. Is sometimes these aren't too bad, but sometimes you know how when you stamp it and then you'll get the markings from the corners of your stamp. I just get an X-Acto knife or a craft knife and very, very carefully just cut off the edges of that rubber bit. So then when you are stamping, and if you're like me that sometimes press a little bit too hard and you don't want the corners also imprinting on your page, is I just sometimes will cut around this. But this isn't too bad because what happens is I think this rubber is quite hard. So then when you press on the rubber bit of where it's going to stamp, it doesn't get squished. So which means this bit doesn't touch the paper. But that's my thinking. So if you have a stamp that's quite soft, so when you press it, the edges of it also make a little print, you can cut it off. So that's a little trick. And then here, I'm just going to do a quick, let's see, quick one. So yeah, so if you go just be with you, I had to go and look at how to pronounce the name Euodia. And then sometimes she did this, sort of like, so it's like as if it's ripped, a torn up little, and then pretend that there's a little, what do you call this? The hole punch. So you can create different style of notebooks or notepads or notes on your page, and then you can just go, and that's my daily page in my Hobonichi Cousin A5. One day the names of these planners will roll off my tongue very, very quickly. Yeah, so I'll fill that out a little bit later. So for example, let's have a look. So 5:30 to 6:30 is my 5:30 a.m. YouTube live plan with me. See? And then I will write in my meal times, my homeschooling. Our homeschooling normally starts 9:30 to about 2:30. And then my dinner, PM routine, cleaning, working out, unplugging. I'll write that. And then I will write down my list of tasks to do. Now, I've just seen we are on top of the hour, but let me just quickly show you a couple of other things that I have in here. I printed my budget worksheet expense trackers in a little notebook, A5 notebook size. I do have that available. I created so then you can print the notebook like this. So this is ready for December zero-based budgeting. So every week my husband now gets paid on a weekly basis, so I need to make sure that I'm allocating the income to all our different savings and spendings and sinking funds. And then I also have my expense tracker, so I'll add that into the description if you are interested in printing your own little monthly budget worksheets. So it's all together Actually, I haven't added this yet into the store because I only made it yesterday. So bear with me if this is something that you are interested in. I will pop that at the back there. See, last week my head was all everywhere. So I have enough of these pages to last me until 31st of December. All I do is I'll just white out that. And let me show you the rest. So see, this is my weekly spread, and I started to do that little notes. I think I used a different I think I used felt tip pen for that, so it's not as thick. Hmm, I thought I used that. Oh, that's not too bad. That's okay. That looks all right. It adds a bit of color, and the friction marker stands out a lot better than the pen. Okay, so now my household will be waking up soon, but I want to show you how I set up the new weekly spread. So I might do this as a separate video on demand where I'm just doing this, no talking, if you're fine with that, because it does get quite noisy here. But again, this layout is going to be inspired by Just Be With You, UOD. So her channel or her handle is linked in the description below. So I will do that. And then I updated my little pocket note here. Let me show what else. So what else have I got here? So this is I'm loving my December calendar. I actually live with you guys last week. I wrote December in, I think it was blue and red, but I didn't like it when it stood next to the pink, yellow, and blue. So what I did is I just got a piece of paper, did that, the running tape glue thingy. What do you call this? This one, like a running glue thingy. This is permanent. It says permanent, so you can't take it off. So you need to make sure you pop it on the page the way you want it, or else you can't rip the thing. So I just use my Tombow brush markers to coordinate with the stickers. So then, yeah, I think it was, blue and red, and it didn't look nice. So if you ever change your mind on the way you've set out your um, uh, planner pages, you can swap it back again. There is no rule that you have to, you know, look at the page if you don't like it. All right. So then I also added these lines across. So orange is for the school holidays, and then blue is when my husband is on holidays from work. So then if it saves you from writing, any long term event, use a little line like this, and then have a key on the side. So husband's holidays, the school holidays. So then you know exactly when he goes back to work and when the kids go back to school. So that's that one. What else have I got in here? Now, I think I showed you this. I added a habit tracker printable. So this one is available in my store. So I just printed it on cream colored parchment paper, 90 GSM, and then used washi tape to tape it down, because this is something that I need regularly. I need my habit tracker for when those days do get overwhelming, do get stressful. This is my little beacon of light to guide me. What is it that you need to do next, Marianne? Just do the next thing on your list. So my habit tracker has actually been my savior, my little guide. So I always say, you know how when you go into the movie theater and you go in late, the lights are already low, you can't see your seat, but then you have those little lights on the side. This is what my habit tracker is. My habit tracker allows me to go, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling low. I'm feeling doubtful. I'm feeling like I'm not good enough. Instead of, take the time to go and sit on the couch, do nothing for a little while. But then, unfortunately, for some of us, we can't just sit on the couch and do nothing, right? We have the life. We got to go pick up the kids. We got to go to work. We got to do this. A habit tracker like this is not just to track my habits, it's my little guide. It's my nudge. Marianne, you said you wanted to go for a walk. And now you do need to do at least 5 to 10 minutes of cleaning up your place, or else you're going to live in a pigsty. Or Marianne, your email inbox is getting overloaded, and you know that stresses you out when it's too much stuff. So this habit tracker is my way of telling me what is it that I need to do next. It's my guide. It's like, help. What do I need to do next? Guide me. And this is what it has been. So I added a habit tracker to my Hobonichi Cousin to ensure that I am using this on a regular basis. So sometimes I don't get to do it all. I'm not perfect. So I didn't get to do my evening routine on Saturday, because Saturday, as you saw in my mood log, that's when I was unsure of what I was doing, what I wanted to do. So that's that one. Let's have a look. That is a mouthful. What was a mouthful? What did I say? That's so cool. Great idea. I'll do those notes also. Yeah, it's cute, isn't it, Veronica? It's like really. So if you ever find yourself having a blank spot, you can even just leave it as is and put a big sticker on it. You don't have to fill it in. Brilliant, like a dress rehearsal. Yes, the photocopying it. It is like a dress rehearsal. Hey, sounds to me like you need a Crackles Jennifer call. Yes, I've missed my girls. I have two of my content creator buddies. Hang on. Two of my content creator buddies. We support each other for when we are feeling up and celebrating, as well as when we are feeling a little bit low in this content creation world. So yes, that's something that I do need because I've missed it. So what else is in here? I think that is it. Oh this is a good one. Okay, so the calendar index, I'm going to track my wellness, just so then I could start to see on a monthly basis instead of like one-on-one, this, because this is only a month view, right? So the calendar index allows you to see how you're going for certain things. So my meditation, reading, working out, connecting with family and friends, doing my priority expense tracking, cleaning, my vitamins, steps over 5,000, and sleep over 6 hours, gets you to see in a 6 monthly view. Well, I wanted to start it already in December instead of waiting for it in January. So look what I did. I just photocopied this section, right? So there's December, photocopy that, cut it, and then just change the dates, because the days were all wrong. I cut it. I added the things I want to track on this month. And then I already started tracking here. And then using washi tape and these little cute page thingy. Well, let me see. Where did I put that? Okay, try not to smash the microphone. So see, I've still got my Filofax. Campus Choi Plus. So these are little stickers that you can use to join up your pages. So you, I folded the page. So see here. So you have these little ones here. So you put one side on one part of your page and then the other. I'll add this to the description because I didn't think I was going to show. And then the other one is these little bulldog clips. So then if you ever want to add additional pages or additional things, tabs to your planner pages, you don't have to use these fancy stickers. You can just use your washi tape. And see? And look, I started it in December. Why wait until the new year? Go photocopy the bits and pieces of the planner that you have planned for the new year. And then the other side, I just fancied it up with lots of stickers, more stickers. And look, is that not good, or is that not good? Pretty clever. I'd say that's pretty clever. All right. So now the poll. Have you started your Christmas shopping yet? 67% of you have, 33%. I can hear, don't know if you can hear my son. He's now out and about, and my husband's in the kitchen. So that is signaling that it is time to go. Ta-da, ta-da. Exactly, Veronica. Ta-da. You could just use any type of tape. Yeah, any type of tape. Doesn't have to be, but for those of us that have plenty of washi tapes, um, it's it's a great way to use them up. Yes, yes, excellent. Thank you, Jennifer. So there you are, everybody. Excuse me, I'm on live. That's my young son. There we go. I will show you. I'll do a separate video because we have run out of time on how I am going to set up. Well, not this weekly because that's January the 1st. On this weekly page, I'll get myself together, everybody. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hobonichi Planet playlist at the bottom. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.